Welcome back here live outside of Paycor Stadium, pregame crowd. Jeremy Rao and Joe Danneman. And Joe Burrow says nice things about a lot of players and teammates on the podium. He was gushing about Andrei Iosivas with us this past week or so, talking about what he has meant already in camp. And Andre had 4 touchdowns last season and a small sample size, Joe. It feels like, we always say this, that Yoshi is the most primed for that sophomore bump.
15 catches in 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
So when he makes a catch, he's likely to score a touchdown. In fact, those 4 touchdowns were third most of the Bengals, behind Jamar Chase and T. Higgins for pass catchers. And that's the big question for this team. We know the roles of Jamar. We know the role of T.
Yep.
The question is, who's going to get the targets that used to go to Tyler Boyd? Tyler Boyd had 98 targets last season. You got Mike Gesicki now. You have Andrei Iosivas in his second season. And then you have guys like Jermaine Burton, a guy that this team spent some big-time draft capital on to bring to Cincinnati to be a playmaker. So could he be one of those guys that Joe Burrow leans on? Maybe not even at the start of the year, but that chemistry can grow throughout the year. Here's our conversation with Jermaine inside the Bengals locker room.
We've already seen, man, you know, it feels like in some ways you can be a Swiss Army knife, the way they've used you in camp already. Is that exciting for you?
Yeah, it's real exciting. You know, any way I can be on the field with these guys, and you know, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. And also just learning from T and Jamar, you know, day in and day out as well. So it's dope.
T and Jamar have been somewhat limited. Jamar hasn't practiced yet. T's been somewhat limited. But how much can you glean from them? Just talking with them, how helpful has that been already?
It's good. You know, it's kind of been a good thing. You know, that Jamar has also been able to sit out and watch me more, you know, because I feel like, you know, if he was practicing, you know, he probably wouldn't see everything that, you know, all my flaws and or anything that he wants to correct. So, but I feel like as of right now, you know, he could watch every rep, and, you know, he can come to me after every rep. You know, sometimes he does. You know, after every other rep, he'll come to me and say, hey, this and this and that. So it's pretty dope. But same thing with T. T pays attention to when he's not in. And, you know, he'll say some stuff to me as well. So just learning from those guys is, you know, I feel like it'll take me a long way.
Yeah, how important are those the fine details? Because you obviously were elite at the college level, but to come here and have those conversations with Jamar, do you feel like that's the big difference in a lot of ways? It's just working on those fine details now?
Yeah, you know, definitely, you know, early into this, you know, to anybody's career in the NFL, you know, the more comfortable you get, and, you know, I feel like your freedom will come down the line. But, you know, because at the beginning, it's all about the details, and it's all about everything, and it's going to forever be. But the more comfortable you get, then the more freedom you know, can gain down the line in the future.